Boy, I've been on the run. If y'all see my fingers, it's got green and stuff on. I've been out there spray painting a tree somebody threw away, and you know, I can see beyond what other people see. So anyway, I was painting that green. But anyway, remember I told you in one of my other videos, maybe you didn't, but there's a sweet little gentleman that lives down the road that just precious, precious, precious. So I'm making some chocolate muffins. So I've already heated my oven. Well, anyway, so you can tell I'm going to bake muffins. But I have already heated the oven on 375. We'll just turn it on, so it should be preheating now. But I want to go ahead and get this going, guys. So, because we have guests this afternoon, and I've got some other things that I got to do. But it's just one of those handy dandy Betty Crockett. So let's get to it. I've already measured everything out pretty much, and well, before I do that, let me go ahead and put the liners in. I've got some little Christmas liners here, as you can see. Can y'all see that? I've got some that's got a little Christmas tree on the bottom. So it's supposed to make 12 muffins. So I'm going to do 6 and 6. Don't you just love just the way they just stick right in there? Not. They look like flying saucers. Alright, we're about done with this one. Sometimes I end up getting 2 of these things. I don't know about y'all, but I do. And then I've got some little red ones here. I thought was really precious with that little design on the bottom. So anyway, we're doing 12. I got 6 green and 6 red. Oven is preheating on 375. I mean, pretty much it's just follow the directions on the doggone box. Alright, so let me go ahead and open this up. Hope it doesn't fly everywhere. You know how that goes. It'll poof. I hope it don't go poof. Maybe I better go get some scissors. I better do that because I got a feeling it's going to go poof. Alright. Got my handy dandy scissors right here. So, here we go. And it's chocolate chips. Are you going, what's that there? It's got bugs in it? No, it's chocolate chips. So, okie dokie. And get all these little muffin things out of the way. Got 2 eggs. I don't know how to do that one-handed thing like everybody does. I guess if I practice on it, I would, but I'm in too big of a hurry right now. Okay. Did I get my spoon? Yeah, I got my spoon. So it calls for 2 eggs. Okay. Then it calls for, I think, 2/3 cup of water. How easy is this? Okay. Well, there goes my oven. It's saying it's 375. I'm ready. So let me get this in here first and all mixed up. I should use a little blender and blend it up really well so I won't have those clumps in it. But I'm going to get my little whisk in just a minute and whisk it. Babe, can you hand me the whisk over there? Alright, then also I forgot how much oil it is. 1/3 of oil. Now that's a lot of oil, isn't it? But that's what it calls for, so mix this up. Baby, you're grunting.
I'm sorry.
I know, but that's all they hear. I gotta cut this part of it out.
Whisk, miss.
Alright, got a little whisk. And I whisk you a Merry Christmas. Okay, so let's see if we can get this going. I really need a mixer, but that's okay. And get this oil in there really well. Just kind of want to float to the sides. Okay, I think that's pretty good. So now what we're going to do is put it in the little muffin things and make sure I get all these clumps. No clumps. I don't see any clumps. Okay. All right. Let's bring these around here. You know, I still somehow, I still get it on the sides of the baking muffin pan. Y'all, I don't care how careful you try to be. I usually put 3 spoons. Okay, since I got 12 muffins in there, it's going to be between 15 and 20 minutes. So I'm going to turn on the timer for 15, at least check it then. And it might go 20, I don't know. We'll see when the buzzer buzzes. So let me go over there and set the timer, and then we'll get on to something else. Okay guys, the buzzer's going off. Let's look and see. No, they got 5 more minutes. So let's go. Timer off, timer on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna go 6. Well, we'll check on them again in a minute. I'm trying to get ready for tonight. So I've just cut up my onions for the night, little spring onions. That's what I do. I put them in a little bit of water. So I've got that ready. I've got my collards in a pot on the stove ready just to heat up. It's not until between 5:30 and 6, and it's about 3:15. But I like to kind of just go ahead and get everything pretty much prepped, and then I have time to just sit down. I've got to change my clothes as well. But what I was saying is, I've got the collards on, the onions, and then I've got my frying pan. I'm using a cast iron pan to do my cornbread in. So it's already greased up, so it's just waiting for the cornmeal to go in it. And the pintos are over in the crock pot. And I was wanting to do some potatoes. I might sit down. I'm just not sure about that. I wanted some fried potatoes. What y'all think? I might do them. So that means while I go over there and sit, I'm going to be peeling them suckers. And so then, about 5 o'clock, I can get my fried potatoes going. Quarter after, put the cornbread in. or maybe even 5:30. I'm not sure exactly what time they're going to get here. I said between 5:30 and 6. And I don't want the cornbread just sitting around getting cold. So, and then the pintos are just on warm to keep them nice and hot. So that would be collards, cornbread, pinto beans, and fried potatoes. What y'all think? I think that'll be good. And then I've got some apple pie over there for our dessert. Got some coffee and got some creamer. I think I have a little bit of vanilla ice cream if they want to put it on their apple pie. And just fellowship. Well, anyway, let me take this off. Well, I got 2 more minutes and I can take this off. And I'm going to take them taters on over there and get that done with. I'll put them in a bowl of cold water so they won't be turning. And I'll probably get the other frying pan out, go ahead and set it up here and put my grease in it and get that ready. I just like to have everything prepped. And I'm not scurrying around going, where's my hoo-hoo? Just like that whisk earlier. So I'm looking around, see. Well, there it is, 56:55. So let me just peek in there and see. I don't know. I kind of like mine brown on the top. It's brown, but it ain't as brown as I want it. So I might leave it in there another minute or 2. But I don't want to forget it. So let me get off of here. And then once they're all done, then I'll show you. All right, see y'all in a few. Okay, got them out. What do y'all think? I think it looks pretty good, don't you? I do. All right, well, I'm finished. And I went in, I've got to go in there and find something what I'm going to wear. I'm going to be comfortable. I ain't getting no flory-dory. It's just neighbors. We live up here in the hills of Virginia. So I'm going to go in there and see what I can get, because I got cookie dough on me too. Anyway, plus I just need to spruce up, you know. But, so everything is ready, pretty much. I got to go over there and sit. I better keep this on. I got to go over there and sit and do them taters. I forgot about that. Got to keep this on. Well, let me go on over there and get them taters cut. I'll see you again in a few. Well, as you can tell, this must be another day because I'm dressed in something different. I didn't wear this to the dinner. It's been a few days. But as I was doing the editing, I saw, well, dog, Sheila, you didn't even tell them what happened. Well, our dinner was nice, to let you know. The fellowship was great, but we did have an incident. I got to tell you what happened. Well, you know, I told you I was got to cut up the taters. That's what we say in Virginia, taters. You say potatoes. We say taters. Anyway, I cut up the taters, and they were here. So I didn't think, you know, it was just not going to be very long because I had already cooked the potatoes to get them soft in the middle. So it wouldn't take long to fry them on the outside. And of course, I already put the grease in the pan. I bet y'all know where I'm going. Put the grease in the pan, and I turned it up. Well, then I put my little elbows on the island here, and I was talking to our guests. And I got involved in the story that I was telling. Now, y'all know I tell different kind of stories, so I was telling them a story. Well, the next thing I know, I heard a woof. I looked over there, and my pan of grease caught a fire. Sure did. I ain't never in my whole life, and I've been cooking a while, have I ever had a grease fire. Now, remind you, there wasn't nothing else in there. It was just grease. And I had it, you know, pretty good, thick-wise, because I was going to pour the potatoes over there, and you put it on high, so the outside, because remember, the inside of the potatoes was done. The outside, I just needed to get it crispy. And then, oh, Lord, thank God I had my lid right beside me. So I put the lid on the pan, and you know, it was kind of going out. So now, but it was smoking. Well, our neighbors, you know, she had a lot of bad sinus problems. I told her, I said, go out there on the front deck. I don't want you breathing this. Go out there for a little bit. I was so embarrassed. Well, then I took it outside, and when I put it on the table out there on this mat thing, the lid slid a little bit. So when the lid slid a little bit, it was a little bit of wind in the air. When the wind got that grease again, and here we go again, whoo, and I had to get the lid on there real good. We had to turn on the fans, we had to open up the doors, we had to open up windows, and I was embarrassed. I had never had that to happen. And Mister goes, well, I'm sure glad you didn't throw water on it. Now, who would do that? Would not on grease? That thing, it would have been it would have been on then. Well, anyway. Then the potatoes didn't turn out so great, because I had to get another pot, put grease in it, and then we ate later than what I was expecting us to eat. But I just had to tell that story, what happened here. Then, Mister's sitting there, I got to tell you the other part of it. Mister's sitting there, and he had on a white or off-white sweatshirt. A really nice one. Well, we were sitting there at the table, and we did eat, and I tasted potatoes, and it was kind of like, well, anyway. But the cornbread cut up with butter on it, and then with your pinto beans. Everything else I thought was good. I was hungry by then anyway. But then, while Mister's sitting there, and our neighbor, she was sitting beside me, and then, our hubbies were across from us, in other words. Well, Mister's sitting there with that white sweatshirt on. Guess what landed on him? Right here. Guess what landed on him? Those things I don't like. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Yeah, a stink bug. Well, a neighbor tries to get it off, was turning. Well, something, I don't know if his belt, his loop, or something caught on the chair. And guess what? He fell back in the floor. This is the first time they ever been here for dinner. I don't know if they'll ever come back. Well, then I was panicking over there because I thought he got really hurt. Because he kind of laid there a while. I guess you lay there a while because then you're thinking to yourself, let me just lay here for a minute to see if anything's broken. Twisted. And I was standing there going, Lord, please. I was praying hard. Up under my breath, Lord, I was praying hard. Well, we got him up, and he was doing okay. Then we had some, at that point, we had some coffee and an apple pie. So that turned out okay. But I forgot to video it and let y'all know what was going on. But anyway, the fellowship was really good, and they had brought some stuff too. They brought some this chocolate cake. Boy, was it rich! It was like chocolate on chocolate, and I like chocolate. And then they brought some meatloaf, which was good. I didn't eat it then because I had my plate full of some other stuff. But later the next day, because they didn't want to take it with them, and that was good. So anyway, I just want to kind of update you on what happened. A grease fire. Y'all better get an extinguisher at y'all's house. You never know. Like I said, my whole life, I ain't never had that to happen. Then I was scared. You know what I mean? Then you're just kind of looking and you're afraid to do anything because you're just scared, And I didn't want to talk to him too much because then I had to keep an eye on the other grease with the potatoes. Well, I just thought I'd share that with you. All right. Well, let me get back. After that, the next day, Mister and I were headed out to the post office. Do you know I hadn't got that doggone ring yet? I got one in, but it was really dark. It wasn't really what I wanted, and I had to send it back, and I ordered another one. So we went back down there, and it wasn't there again. I called today, which is a few days later now, and I had to give her the tracking number, and she did find it. So tomorrow I'll be going down there so I can share with you. I know y'all going, you didn't order no ring. I don't believe you. This has been going on now for 2 months. I tell you, I did. When I get tomorrow, now I don't know if I'll show it on this video, the whole video. I might show it on the next video. Just y'all say, I mean, it ain't no big deal, really. I mean, I got a band on, but I just kind of like this one. It was silver with a blue little stripe in the middle. Anyway, Mr. and I got one exactly like. We ordered him another one because his is way too big. So we didn't send it back, but I did order one different size. We're not really sure what size he wears. So if his comes in, it's still too big, I'm going to be sending that one back too. I know the people at Amazon just love me to pieces. But anyway, so let me go on with the video as we head out the next day to go to the post office, but also to get hand give cards that I didn't have there. I didn't know if it was the physical address, because some people around here have P.O. boxes, or they had a P.O. box. So I didn't want to put it down there in the mailboxes, and they don't go check it because they use a P.O. box, if you know what I mean. So there was only like 3. So anyway, you'll see where we were headed out to go and deliver some of the Christmas cards. Okay, I'll see you when I'm back in the car. Well, here I am again in the car. But anyway, we had to deliver some, you remember those chocolate chip muffins? Anyway, I had to deliver them down to that sweet person I was telling you about. Anyway, coming up the road, one of our other neighbors, look, we had, Keith went up there, but I don't think anybody's home. But where are their cows gone out? Do y'all see that? That cow right there. Let me see if I can zoom in. Look at there. Sure as shoot. He's probably looking at the other cows go, how do I get in there? Hey y'all, somebody help me. Then we looked over here and look at this. This is the biggest turkey. He wobbles when he walks. I mean, he can't hardly walk. I mean, he's wobbling. I don't know if they're supposed to do that or not. Look, they got a little hen house on the side of the hen house. But yeah, he's making some noise over there. Look, y'all see him? Wobble, 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 wobble. Anyway, he's just looking at him. I don't know if he's got to lay some eggs or what. It's like getting ready to pop out. I don't know. But anyway, just want to share that with you. And we got to go make a couple other runs up on the road for our neighbors. We always try to give out. Let me back up. We always try to give our neighbors a Christmas card. Looks like it's a truck there.
You gonna take a picture here?
Who? I did already. Anyway, what I was trying to say is we always try to give out Christmas cards to our neighbors. You know, remember what I said? I mean, come on, 50 cents, come on. Give somebody, let them know you're thinking about them. Let them know you hope they have a Merry Christmas. I mean, you know, something, you know what I mean? Anyway, so we're headed on down the road and
There's a light on down there.
give out some more Christmas cards, and I think we only got 3 left that we're going to give out. Now the others I had their like mailing address. A lot of people around here just have P.O. boxes, which I didn't have. So anyway, we got to go to the post office. Somebody says, Sheila, looks like you got your ring. Well, down at the post office, I did get it, but it was wrong daggum size. I got one size. No, that's wrong. I told a story. Shame on me. No, what it was is that I wanted silver and blue. And when it came, it had like a black backing. It was really dark. And I just didn't like it. Could Sherry hers? No, go on. And I said, so I didn't like it. So I sent it back and then ordered another one. So it's supposed to be there today. So we're going to head on down there. And plus I'm going to check my P.O. box. My P.O. box, but it's muddy.
I'm going to get this car dirty.
Where are we going?
I see Danny standing.
We're going up here as muddy as it can be, and we're slipping and sliding. I hope we're not tearing our neighbors.
Got a car?
No, yeah. So here we go. Anyway, so that's that, and hopefully I got the ring. If it does, then I'll show it to you. Better be the right size. But other than that, then we're gonna come back home. It's cold out here. My son texted me earlier this morning. He goes, "Do y'all have icicles down there?" And he's up. Remember, we were like 2,500 feet above sea level. He is 3,400 or 3,500 feet above sea level. So he's got like 1,000 more feet than we do. And he showed me a picture and had icicles hanging off something. I don't know what it was, but it was hanging off. I went, golly. So I told him, I said, you better get ready for the winter. Start stocking up on some food and, you know, that kind of thing. So anyway, that's kind of so far what's going on this morning. So I'll check in just a little bit. Bye. Okay guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. I know it was a little choppy, but I sure hope you enjoyed it. And I guess my son's coming over and he's going to be bringing some pizza for us to eat. He went to the big city, you know, to see the grandchildren and his daughter and a few others. And I said I need to stay here because I have Sammy, and he wanted to stay 2 nights, and I didn't want to get up in the middle of the night and have to go walking out at 3 o'clock in the morning. And he don't know where he's at, and then they don't have no fence, and trying to let him out, I was afraid. I mean, you know, I just didn't want to do that. You got to get dressed, and I don't have to get dressed here. I can go there and get my, you know, with my pajamas on, and just let him out. Plus, then the feeding, and where he's staying at, his stepmom's, she has a cat, so she's concerned about the cat. So I said, you know what? I'll just stay home, and that's what I did. But anyway, but you and I got to join each other in his absence. I'll tell him you said hello. Well, anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get off of here, waiting for my son to get back with the pizza. Remember that I love you, but Jesus loves you more. And what? Oh, wait a minute. Now, guys, I don't normally ask for this, but any of y'all that see this or know somebody, would you share? I'm almost at my 1,000 mark. Now, people have got tons and tons and tons of subscribers, but I'm just trying to get to that 1,000 mark. That's a goal for me, and I got 20 more. Do you mind sharing? I mean, they might not want to look at this old lady with gray hair. Maybe not. But would you share? I would really appreciate it. Like and share. That would be such a blessing to me. All right, well, I'm going now. Now, remember, you're blessed in the city. You're blessed in the field. You're blessed when you come, and you're blessed when you go. In Jesus' name. Until the next video.